And we have a very special guest on the phone today. It's Darude.
Yellow, yes.
Hey, how are ya?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Good, I'm very good. Welcome to New Zealand, my friend.
Well, thank you. I'm very excited to be back.
Yeah, are you enjoying it so far?
I am very much enjoying it. I've had a very good 16 hours of sleep
Wow.
last night.
Yeah,
that's too much.
Now I'm actually walking around downtown Queenstown and enjoying the views and the vibe.
How nice is Queenstown, hey?
Well, I mean, exactly. I don't have words. I'm just stammering here. The views are amazing. The people are great. There's mountains. There's water. There's everything here. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know, they actually have the most scenic airport in the world, constantly voted. When you fly in, it's the prettiest airport to fly into.
I concur.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
Yeah. Christchurch, not too shabby though, actually. I understand you're doing a show at D4 tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a ton of fun. We're actually going to be giving away tickets to that pretty soon. Hey, you've traveled around the world performing at some of the biggest and best electronic music festivals over the years and a ton of prestigious clubs, many countries. How do you find New Zealand in comparison to a lot of these places?
I mean, I got to be honest. I've always loved coming to, my tours usually are bundled up so that New Zealand and Australia happen to be, the same weekends or the same weekends in a row or something. And while I understand the two countries are not the same, but for me, I bundle them same because both countries have amazing people. It's always laid back, but stuff happens on timely manner, and different kind of scenic views and stuff. And you guys here have the mountains and everything. And if only I had time, I would do everything. I would go bungee jumping again, and I would do everything here. And it's just, I'm as far from home as I can, but I'm not really crying myself to sleep here because there's so many cool, new, different things to see. And I can always, FaceTime home as well.
Is Finland quite different to New Zealand, or is the climate kind of the same? Like, how does New Zealand kind of stack up to Finland in terms of that?
Well, in terms of terrain, mountains and stuff, Finland is definitely by no means flat, but our highest peak is 11 or 1,200 meters. Oh. And we just have round hills. We don't have mountains. And I'm right now in, downtown Queenstown, and I'm looking at huge, hills and mountains right now, with some snow tops and whatever. And we don't have that at all. What we do have is beautiful green stuff during the summer and fall, but then we have also long, hard, cold winters.
Yeah. You want to snuggle up and create some music, hey?
Absolutely, and that's what I guess is one of the reasons why some of our trance musicians are known around the world, because we have that 6 months out of the year that is just, you don't want to do anything else but sit in a studio and make music.
Do you know? I know one thing about Finland, basically, and one thing only, Darude, and that is that you guys are also punching well above your weight worldwide in the world of motorsport. And so I have a vaguely motorsport-related question for you. Firstly,
all right, go ahead.
Is Kimi Räikkönen like a massive star in Finland? Do people know who Kimi Räikkönen is? He's a Formula One driver. I'm a big Formula One fan, but he's Finnish and has done a lot. Is he a star?
Look, I don't claim that I'm best friends with him and that or he even recognizes me, but I have actually partied with him a couple of times.
Really?
No way!
Let's just say that you don't want to challenge that guy.
God, no.
Partying. But what I know of him, he's a really cool guy, and is he a star? He's a star absolutely in Finland, but also pretty much around the world.
Yeah.
In the motorsport world as well.
I'm a huge fan.
One of the best drivers in the world, really.
Well, what I was kind of going to actually get to, which you've already touched on a little bit, is Kimi just won his first race in 8 years or something, and probably the last race he's going to win in Formula One. And one of the interviewers at the next race meeting asked him how the party was afterwards, and all he said was that it's much harder to recover now. How do you find the sort of DJ lifestyle now that you're probably pushing on in years a bit more than some of your fresher, younger counterparts?
Well, let's just say I still enjoy my after parties, and I still enjoy my I don't know, pint of cider or beer here and there. But,
Yeah.
but I'll it's way less frequent than it used to be, and my hate for the morning after
Yeah.
way surpasses my willing to, get there to the
Yeah.
morning after. So I'm much smarter these days. I really, really can still take in the fun of the party and the emotions and whatever, even without being wasted. So music is sort of enough for me, while I still obviously enjoy my pint of beer here and there.
Yeah. Can I just touch on something you mentioned earlier about the Finland trance scene? What is the electronic music scene like in Finland? Can you was it big when you were starting out? Did you really? Because obviously you've exploded out into the international stage. What is the Finland electronic scene like?
Well, back in when I was starting, there definitely was an electronic scene. I by no means was, a first one there.
Yeah.
We had DJs and we had producers, but for whatever reason, I was one of the first ones to sort of break out of Finland. And around that time, I think our thinking sort of just changed, and for many reasons. But one being, of course, the internet was, late 90s and early 2000s
Yeah.
was sort of in its infancy and started growing, and message boards and sort of the international stuff started happening online. And with that, we started less and less, my peers started less and less thinking about making music for Finland and making music, internationally and
Yeah.
releasing internationally and getting in touch with international labels. And from there, we've just grown, and it's not just thinking of Finnish language and Finnish music, but we just make music, and we see where we can get it released. So it's just been growing all the time, and we're very Western, and we get good DJs coming through Finland all the time.
Yeah.
And we also produce a lot of good DJs and producers that get to play abroad as well.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, obviously your hit Sandstorm. I got a question about that. Did you think that it would have taken off in the way that it did? Like when you were in the studio, did you think as you were recording this song, like, man, this is going to be
That
this,
was a banger.
Yeah,
That one's definitely a banger.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, I was a hobbyist at the moment. I didn't have a real studio. I just had like a crappy stereo system and
Oh, wow.
one synth and just a computer. So I really wasn't even dreaming of releasing anything really. Like I had sent some demos to labels and stuff, but then my now friend JS16, aka Jaakko Salovara, I gave one demo to him that included Sandstorm, and he sort of found it there and picked it up, and then wanted to sign me on his 16-inch records. And in a few weeks, you really got released. But I had no idea.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I became from a part-time worker and a telecommunications student to a professional musician and a touring one in just a matter of 2 or 3 months.
Far out.
That's quite wild.
Hey, are you sick of Sandstorm yet?
No.
Yeah.
It started my career, and it's still being requested. And even if I say it myself, but even still when I play it, people go nuts. So
Yeah.
why would I get sick of it?
Yeah, true.
It's a real banger. It's a lovely song. Hey, I understand you've got a single coming out on Friday. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any sneak peeks into that? Are you excited about it?
Well, the single is called Timeless, and it features vocals from an American singer. Actually, hold on. She lives in L.A. right now. Jamie Lee Wilson. She might actually be Australian, if I'm not mistaken.
Jamie
right
Lee
now.
Wilson.
I'm having a little bit of a blank moment.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Jamie on the single, and she wrote lyrics to the music I sent her, and I put it on there, and it's going to be released on Darude, where I released my earlier single, Surrender, as well.
Yeah.
And it's actually even faster than Surrender, which was 132. This is 134 BPM, and sort of
Woo.
continues the same very trancey way. And it's been interesting being. I know Ashley Walbridge from Darude and also Gareth Emery, the other owner, and to be in contact with them and talk music and make music with them, it's sort of turned a little back towards more uplifting and faster trance, which has been really cool for me because I've sort of been a little slower tempo and sort of not stopping trance, but maybe doing something else as well in between, and now sort of going back into that, and so it's been very refreshing for me.
Hey, and also I just want to mention you're having a show tomorrow at D4, correct?
Yes.
Great venue.
Very excited.
Great venue.
It is.
The guys who run that, you're going to absolutely love, man. I've been friends with them for a while, and I can tell you they will look right after you.
Awesome. Good to hear.
Yeah.
Man.
We're actually going to give away some tickets to that, so stay tuned. But for right now, we're going to actually say goodbye to you. Thank you very much for calling in. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, guys. And, well, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow as well.
Yep, I will see you tomorrow, mate. Thank you very much. All right. Catch you later.
See you,
No
mate.
problem, man. See you later. Bye.
Pulsar FM.
Like before you came, I did not exist.